Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I got plenty of docking ports on that station. Now I just need to wait some time until that thing can actually pick up the science from the data and to finish the scanning. Then when it's done the scanning, I can move into a lower orbit and collect the in-space low science. I actually have enough delta V to land that thing, believe it or not. And to get it back into orbit again. Just kind of funny when you think about it. In fact, I could probably transfer the fuel from the tug module into the propulsion module, detach it, land that. Notice that somehow Kerbal Space Center is underwater. And then I can re-land and re-rendezvous in orbit. So, I might do that. Depends. So first, what's here to research in the 1000 science node? Okay, I see something there in chat. I'll get that as soon as I figure out what the heck half of this stuff is. What about this one? What does this give me? Gigantic tanks. That might actually be a good idea. I don't think I need anything from this one, do I? No, I don't need huge-ass fission reactors. What about badass rover motors? Maybe. Large probes? Actually, I'm going to research this one for now, because I definitely need that. And then there's more stuff here. Yep. And I have enough for another 550 nodes. So I'll do... Yeah, I'll do the badass rovers. Oh, the mission's coming along quite well. I just docked another module to the space station I got in orbit of Iota. It's my plan for the Kerbals to escape global warming. As you can see, only the top of the VAB is now above water. Speaking of VAB, where's the mission control? Here we go. Perform a science experiment. Okay. I see. Yeah, I get 30 years to do that. Alright, I need to complete some contracts I already got going. Magnetic field around Eta. Do some crap at Neven. And then I'm going to plant a flag on Thalia. So first thing I'm going to do is that silly magnetic contract. Because I already have my probe landed on Eta, so I just got to launch it into the correct orbit, and then I'm good. Then I'll do that plant flag on Thalia mission. And then after that, I can send a space station to Neven. My eventual plan is to take that station orbiting Iota, maybe swap out some modules, and then I can take that station to Neven, after probably sending it to SETI first. Because it has the top level science lab on it, right? So I can basically move that around the system. I have 5,000 meters per second of delta V on it right now. And that's with a bunch of empty stuff attached to it that I really don't need. So I can basically take that, and that will be enough to get me to Neven easily. And to get me into some kind of stable orbit. Not the best orbit, but... I'm not Donald Trump. I can't have everything being tremendous. Tremendous orbits, tremendous rocketry, like, you know? Alright, let's see. What does this... I don't need delta V stats. 0.39 eccentricity and 40 inclination. So I'll go for 45 degree inclination. Now, where's my magnetic survey equipment? I'm sure I attached that on this. Well, that's the in-space low data done. Let's do this at 4 times speed. See if I can do a gravity turn while using ion engines. Okay, something isn't quite stable. Okay, no, it's stabilizing. Now I want to launch this onto quite a high orbit if I can. Once I get my apoapsis to a few thousand kilometers, then I'll circularize once I get up there. Because I need to have a reasonably eccentric orbit. Well, not actually circularized, but you know what I'm saying. I think this sphere of influence is like 17,000 kilometers or something. Alright. No, I already got all this data, so hopefully this doesn't fuck up. No, my orbit stayed reasonable. Nice. Now, I just need to get a positive parapsis. There we go, that should be good. 44 more days, and I need to get some science data from a high orbit. And this should be high orbit up this far. This would be high orbit on Gale, I'm pretty sure. Yep, high orbit. Now, I need... Okay, vessel does not need to remain active. So, where are the planets relative to each other? That is the question. Okay, the Thalia launch window's coming up half soon, so I'm going to start designing my ship for that. I need to land something on Thalia and then bring it back to Gale, basically. I'm going to do the orbital rendezvous trick again, so I'll do the lander first. Now, Thalia is going to be easier than Gretchen because it's about half the size, and it doesn't have an atmosphere, which it'll make it require more fuel for its size, but I can get away with more shenanigans with the lander design, basically. I can do my kind of favorite classic lander design instead of some sketchy thing. So, first things first, Thalia is so badass, I think I want to put a rover there. So, assuming the VAB can load without something exploding. The other good thing is I have RTGs now, so I don't need frickin' solar panels. No, I don't need a big antenna. I do need something, though. Well, let's put the small and cheap science instruments over here. The ones that'll work without me having to really worry about where I am or what I'm doing or any of that other fancy stuff. I know what I can put back here. Miniaturized magnetometer. Dynamic albedo of neutrons. And where's that laser light? Oh, no, I'll use this thing. Drill. Now, the surface ablation laser light scanner, I could use that too, but I need a couple reaction wheel. I'll put a small reaction wheel under here. Really doesn't need to be that big. Now, for some electricity. There's battery storage in this. Not a lot though, I'll need more. I'll fix that in a sec. I'll put twin RTGs. Don't need them to be quite so large though. Well, there's the batteries. Now for some wheels. These are the best wheels. They're just a bit too big, but I probably shrink them down. No, oh yes I can. Nice. 75% scale. Which is exactly what I need. Now this is a piece of machinery. It's also completely autonomous if it has to be. Now, can I save this thing as a sub-assembly? That is the question. RoveMaxL. Don't think I'm forgetting anything on this. I don't need a ladder, I don't think. Thing isn't that tall. Oh, well, I'm gonna test this thing out now. Let's see if this can do anything before I try and shove it in a service bay. I know I don't have any Kerbals in it at the moment, but not much I can do about that. I'm gonna want inverted steering. Oh, whoops, that's forwards. Okay, what the frig just happened there? Oh, I just lost a battery. No big deal. No one needs those things anyway. Oh shit, I just did a donut. See if I can go above this. Let's see if I just hit this jump. I don't know what they got this thing going at, but it's pretty crazy. Let's see if I can collect... What? Uh-oh. How's my batteries doing? Oh, I'm almost out. Shit. Oh, it's just a transmission. That's what it is. Screech! So, I need to... Lessons learned. I need to rotate this command chair. Alright. That's not going to be too hard. And then increase the ground clearance. That won't be that difficult either. I have an idea how to do that. Should probably try and increase the wheelbase a bit too. Hmm. This is just incremental design. I'm not quite sure how that's going to perform in a third of a gravity on Thalia, but it'll be pretty cool hitting jumps with that. If I put a bit of a booster rock on it, it can probably get to orbit. Alright. So first things first, rotate command chair. Assuming it'll let me do anything here. Alright. Much better. Now, wheelbase. Yeah, those things are just a little bit large. Too high. There we go, that's much better. Now. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, I want these to be as low and as far out as they can go. There we go. Now this should be somewhat more stable. There's also something I can do with this kind of structural setup now as well. Whoa. Hmm. Yep. I need something to get this rover off the ship and onto the ground. Tell me I can't make those things any bigger. Come on. Where's the octagonal strut? God dang it. I don't know what's going on with strut connections in this game, but they're fucked up. Oh well. Back to the good old cubics. Actually, that's inefficient. Now this thing probably has there is a sky crane here, I think. If I could find it. Comes from my... Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, this thing will only really let me use one. So I'll have to make do with that. There we go. Now the only thing I need is a fuel tank. I don't think I need much fuel. 50 meters a second to delta V would probably be enough. Okay, this thing is massively powerful. But it's not very heavy. Wait a minute, now, where's the center of mass? Okay, I'm a little bit off. Oh, I see what the problem is. Ah, it's too far back. That stupid chem-cam's in the way. Whoops. I'm doing this so that my rover doesn't try and flip itself over. Does that sky crane have reaction wheels? Yes, alright. Time for a test. This thing's actually powerful enough that I could probably use that sky crane setup to get a Kerbal back into orbit from Thalia's surface. Just by having him sit in the command seat and use the sky crane. That's how powerful those engines are compared to how heavy the rover is. But the rover isn't very heavy, that's the key, right? The only question is how much flight time do I have? Oh. I'm going to take it down with a regular lander, but the key is that I need to get it off the lander and then onto the surface. That's the main problem. Now, I'm going to need to put a... I have an idea. There goes the sky crane. Oh. I know what's wrong. What the heck is wrong with these things? They're... Oh! I know what's wrong. That worked, but I somehow got my freaking, I'm pretty sure I got my wheels rotated. They're trying to drive me up. I don't need quite this much fuel either. 30 seconds at full throttle is plenty. Yeah, I see what's wrong. Yeah, I know what's wrong. Yeah, my wheels were rotated, so they were trying to drive me up. Oh, whoops. Yeah, this should work.